Good Thursday morning, East Tennessee. My name is David Aldrich, Chief Meteorologist of Captain Accurate Weather, coming to you by way of the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Have you noticed a difference? What is different about this picture behind me? Well, it looks like it's a little slice of winter, maybe a little cold chill, certainly in the air, because the normal low would be about 36. Was it 30? 36. 36 would be the normal low. We did as low as 29 in Knoxville. That was just around 3, 4 o'clock this morning. But we're at 31 right now, and it feels like it's 23 with a wind chill. Oh, no, it really feels like 23. It does. We've got an 8-mile-an-hour wind right now at McGee-Tyson Airport. But pick out your favorite town. They're in the mid-20s this morning in Crossville. They're at 24 in Jamestown and 29 degrees in Jacksboro, La Follette, Campbell County. So some very cold air is pervading the area, but it won't stay this cold all morning long. It'll get gradually warmer, but it'll stay below average for the rest of the day. Temperatures may finish in the upper 40s to low 50s. I think we'll be about 51 for Knoxville later today with just a lot of high clouds and some hazy sun thrown in for good measure. But it's 27 right now. Good morning to you in Sevierville. If you're in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, about 27 in Maryville, 30 degrees right now in Madisonville. Those are the current temperatures. Interesting to see that because when you look at the radar, which was pretty active, of course, we know yesterday we had some pretty nasty storms that rolled through. We did see a big drop in temperature, which I'll explore here in a moment. But the ultimate Doppler radar, presented by Madlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, looks pretty dry. In fact, Madlock Tire Service Auto Repair may be the place to go if you are in need of a new set of tires. Maybe you need your tires rotated. Maybe you just need an oil change. East Tennessee's #1 tire service and auto repair since 1953. They're in Knoxville. They're in Maryville. They're in Lenoir City. They're also located in Athens in McMinn County and a convenient location perhaps for you in Hardin Valley. So check them out. Madlock Tire Service Auto Repair, one of my sponsors, the sponsor for the Ultimate Doppler Radar. Love it, the fact that he's here with us and would love to have you check them out. Tell them Captain Accurate sent you. They do a great job and have a link at the top of this page called the madlocktireservice.com. You can schedule your next appointment. By the way, the radar looks pretty quiet all across the state. As I mentioned, there were some nasty storms. Most of the rain now is either down toward Dallas, Fort Worth, sliding across northern sections of Louisiana. That will make a run here tomorrow. But there's still some streamers. I see some snowflakes across maybe Pennsylvania, northern Ohio, and into upstate New York. That's what they're dealing with this morning. And there's maybe some fire concerns, fire weather concerns in pink. They're in the middle of the country for low relative humidities and wind. But there's some snow falling in parts of New Mexico and a little bit of a wintry mix across parts of North Texas at this particular hour. Got to come back on camera and say good morning to you. Got some notes. Did you know, maybe you do know, yesterday, we dropped 11 degrees in 1 hour. Now, what did I say the time frame would be? I said between 1 and 2. This happened between noon and 1. Noon and 1, we went from 71 degrees to 60, and then we were in the upper 40s the next couple of hours. It got cold. You know that. And then yesterday, we hit a high of 71, which happened at 12:20 p.m., and I was expecting 69, so we'll have 2 degrees. But it's interesting because the wind speeds at McGee-Tyson, due to that severe storm, have measured a wind gust of 74 miles per hour. That occurred 2 minutes after the high temperature was recorded. That happened at 12:22. So if you like facts and figures, I like to give them to you. We're going to finish the month with 4.64 inches of rain for February. That puts us below normal. Even though we got an extra day. I got to ask you, if you're 40 years old today, I'm kind of curious. And I say in quotation marks, are you really 10? Are you really 10 years old? Because if that's true, you're not old enough to drive, and you're not old enough to vote. You're not allowed a lot of things, I guess. But anyway, maybe that's a blessing or a curse. I don't know. Tell me, if your birthday happens to be leap day, I'd love to know what kind of experiences you have. Do you celebrate on the 28th of February, or do you celebrate on the 1st of March? On the other non-leap years, just curious. And the normal high, by the way, is 57. But if you're on the call, want to say hi to Steve Stone. He's on YouTube. He's got a smiley face. And Felicia's Crafty Adventures says, Happy Leap Day. I agree with her. Happy Leap Day. An extra day in February, which means an extra day of meteorological winter. And you're feeling it with some of the chill in the air this morning. Melissa says, big difference in temps this morning from yesterday. Brr, she's got 4 cups of coffee. That'll warm you up. Thank you, Melissa. She's one of my premium members on Facebook. She's passing out coffee to everyone. I think that's a great idea. Fred says, good morning, David. Clear and cool today. And Alice says, good morning. She's got a chilly day today. She's at 25 in Glenmary. So, Alice, thank you for that update. Love the fact that we've got some pseudo real-time weather reports, some observations from you, and I do appreciate that very, very much, and so do those who read those comments. Notice the country is pretty quiet as a whole. There are obviously some cold spots. I want to show you the rainfall that's coming in tomorrow. And you'll notice as I stop the clock today, there is absolutely no concern for rain here on a Thursday. Now maybe a stray shower in the wee hours of the morning tomorrow, but it looks like it's going to take its time to get in here. And when it does, I have us at a 60% chance of rain tomorrow with a mainly gray day on Friday. Now you'll see some may pick up about 1/3 of an inch by 5 o'clock on Friday. Some might be closer to a 1/4 inch. This is a projection for tomorrow. 1/4 inch in Middlesboro, 1/4 inch in Oneida, and just about a 1/4 inch there in La Follette in Campbell County. And there may be lesser amounts in some spots. I'm looking at Newport, Cock County. May not have as much rain as your western neighbors like Crossville, who might pick up about 1/3 of an inch of rain and maybe more. But then as we move into Friday night, into Saturday morning, I think that's when it's going to begin to taper off, is Saturday morning. We may pick up anywhere from a 1/2 inch to maybe 3/4 in some spots, but again, these are going to be scattered. So some may be more, some may be less, but it's not a flooding type of rain. It's just maybe a nuisance type of rain that'll be coming in at the end of this week. Tracking some clouds, I think mainly we're talking about high variety, 20,000 feet, 30,000 feet, enough to give us a little bit of that hazy or obscured sunshine. It's not like hazy like it's summer, but it's hazy or obscured sun, as we'll find those high clouds prevail most of the day. Visibility not an issue this morning, so we can check that box. 10 is a max mileage that you would see on that map. But temperatures as we start, again, the way we started this live stream, is in the 20s in many locations. And as I mentioned, Knoxville did reach 29 degrees earlier this morning. We're at 29 in Maryville, 27 in Sevierville. But the official reporting, if I do a quick check on my phone here, yeah, it happened at 3:29. 3:29 this morning. Knoxville fell to 29. So some of us got closer to 28. Some are maybe even colder than 28. And if you factor in the winds, there's not much wind now compared to yesterday. So I don't know what you're talking about, Aldridge. I'm just talking about a 5 to 10. 5 to 10 mile an hour wind will prevail today at times. It might be gusting a little higher. But boy, is that a nice break from yesterday. Because our peak wind gust, as I mentioned, was 74 at McGee Tyson. That was due to a severe thunderstorm. But some of you had closer to 45, 50 during the course of yesterday. And there it is, there it is, the 23-degree wind chill. The feels like temperature, even though it's technically 31, it feels like 23 right in the heart of Knox County. And 19 is the feels like right now in Oneida and Crossville, just to give you a sample this morning. As far as the gusts, I think the only gusts we're detecting right now would be near the higher elevations in the Smokies, but even that will not be any problem compared to where we were. Temperature right now around the state, pretty uniform, right? 31 Nashville, 31 Jackson, Tennessee, while it may be 26 in Jackson, Kentucky. It's 26 right now in Lexington, Kentucky, up there in Fayette County. Sunrise today, 7:06, sunset 6:31. I think this is the best graphical picture that I can show. These high clouds will be, like I said, kind of mostly sunny. It's kind of partly sunny. Not sure what it is. We'll just call it high clouds because they'll prevail most of the day today. Sun sets tonight at 6:31. Bus stop forecast, I'm going to get to your comments here, but I'm going to stop here at the today forecast. But today, if you're dropping the kids off, it's cold. They're going to want the coat. They didn't want it yesterday. Let's face it, they didn't want to take it at all yesterday. But maybe they wish they had it when they came home because it got colder by the time the school let out on, say, Tuesday. Actually, Wednesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Today's Thursday. But at least yesterday, it got really cold when the kids came home from school. But temperatures by 2 o'clock today should be around 48. And here are my expectations for today. 51 in Oak Ridge, Anderson County, 52 Newport, in Cock County, and should be around 48 today, Crossville in Cumberland County. Just want to say good morning to you. If you're on Facebook, Hallie Gibson, she's saying good morning. She's one of my premium members saying hello. She's got the, I guess, the cold teeth emoji. She's got certainly knows it's cold. Danny says good morning, David. Hope you have a wonderful day. What a ball game last night. Wasn't that exciting? Very excited to have a win against Auburn. Go Vols. Absolutely. Hashtag Go Big Orange. Good to see you, Danny. And Betty Cunningham, she's also on here. She's saying, David, good morning. It's cold. Yeah, it's definitely cold this morning. You want the jacket, and maybe turn on the heat pretty quickly once you get into your vehicle this morning. But these are my expected highs today with high clouds, hazy sun. Now these clouds you can see will eventually produce some rain as we head into Friday, but that's not the issue today. We're kind of like in a transition period where today will be cool relative to the normals, but it will be dry. So high clouds today, showers on Friday, mainly gray. And I think there may be a few lingering showers, particularly Saturday morning. Most of it should be tapering off around 10 o'clock in the morning, if not sooner. That's my expectation, but we'll be revisiting that a little bit later today with another forecast. Now, temperatures right now, 28 in Huntington, West Virginia. It's 39 in Atlanta. And if you're looking for winter, you don't have to go really that far. We don't have data here from Canada because we live in the United States, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty cold up there, even though we don't have any coloring. Look at our friends in Madison. They're at 13. Caribou's 13. But that doesn't tell the whole story. You know this. All I have to do is take this little eyedropper. Boop, -6. Boop, -1. Boop, -5. Okay, winter's still around. It hasn't totally lived. No, it hasn't left. It's still around. 1, a lonely 1. Over New Hampshire, there may be 11. And maybe in parts of the UP, -1. So there's some very cold air. And I can assume, and I will assume, it's just as cold across the state line into Canada, into the country line. As you head up into Canada, they're also in the sub-zero temperature category where you see purple. And that purple is really the nastiest of the cold weather. And you look how it lines up this morning at 5,000 feet. Some of that cold air will be retreating. That's a good sign. We'll see some warmer days as we head into early next week. We'll be back above 70 by Monday. In fact, I think we'll hit 70 on Sunday, which is the second half of the weekend. The arrows will come back around, but much like the tide at the ocean, just like the tide at the beach, it comes and goes. And I do think the cold air will come back around. You can see Calgary, Winnipeg, back toward Boise on the 5th of March, and just in time, I suspect, just in time for, Knox County spring break, I think we're going to see the cold air return like so. So that was that the 10th, 11th. That's going into the Knox County spring break time. I don't expect it to be all in the 70s. In fact, I expect it to be a lot colder, and maybe there might be some snow to talk about before the month of March is through. That's one of the things that we explore each and every day. I think my premium members appreciate to know or be in the know of what type of possibilities are out there, and we do highlight that each and every day. If you want to join us, would love to have you sample us on Captain Accurate Premium on Facebook. By the way, right now it's 31 degrees. I hinted that the wind chill was 23, and you can see that at the bottom. We have a northeast wind at 8 miles per hour and relative humidity at 63%. Dew point is 20, so it's pretty dry atmosphere, certainly in the lower levels. It is now 6:52. My goal was to be done at the top of the hour, maybe done maybe a minute before today. Ooh, look at that. High temperature normally is 57 this time of year, but this is one of those days where we're going to struggle, and I mean struggle, to reach 51. So we should be about, 6 degrees below average here on a Thursday, with most of the morning spent in the 30s. By the time we get to about 11 a.m., we should be easing into the 40s and rapidly getting into the upper 40s by, what time would that be? About 3 o'clock. So about 2, 3 o'clock, we should be in the upper 40s across the board. If you've got another comment, love to hear from you this morning. Janet says it's minus 11 degrees in Timmins, Ontario, where my friend lives. Oh, ouch. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. Yeah, we kind of keep the data focused on the United States. I understand it's very cold across that line. I do know that. Nancy says, good morning, Captain. She says, I need some coffee on this cool morning. I think we all do, right? Just to wake up and get things going. Dawn Coleman, good morning. Where's the snow? She said. Well, we didn't have much yesterday. This was a fast mover with these storms. A couple of flakes may have occurred in the mountains of West Virginia, but it's only the 29th of February. We still have March, and I think things will cycle back around as they usually do. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But don't give up if you're a snow lover, because there's always March. Everybody loves to tell me on the 1st of March, where were you in 93? Everybody loves to talk about that. Unless, of course, you weren't around in 93. Then you just had to hear it from your dad or granddad or somebody. I don't know. That's possible. But anyway, certainly we have a very chilly day here at the last day of February. Precipitation chances will go up to 60% tomorrow, and then 30% chance on the morning of Saturday. That's my expectation. I don't have any rain on Sunday or Monday. In fact, Sunday I have mostly sunny at 70. And Sunday, 70, mostly sunny, and Monday, 72. So we've got some pretty nice days to start the early part of next week. before more rain opportunities return by, if not Super Tuesday, into Wednesday. So we'll keep an eye on that too. Storm Prediction Center looking at some colors, maybe of the first box. This isn't even really a category, but it's just general thunderstorms. If you have family down in Dallas or Houston or New Orleans, they have the risk for some thunderstorms today. Nothing going on here in terms of bad weather. We had that yesterday, and our fair share of it, I might add. Friday, some thunderstorms may occur, but it looks like it's mainly in the Chattanooga area, maybe Etowah, but certainly Atlanta, some places like Destin, Jacksonville, even Myrtle Beach. Potentially some thunderstorms on Friday. We zoom in a little bit tighter. So these areas in light green, Cleveland, for example, or Etowah or Madisonville, Tellico Plains perhaps may have some rumbles of thunder when the showers arrive on Friday. Saturday, that rain chance begins to dwindle late morning. I think by 10 o'clock most of it's gone, and then it'll be moving toward the beaches of the Carolinas, moving away. But high temperatures on Saturday should be around 60. So here's my future cast. We've got high pressure sliding across Nashville. Some of those high, thin clouds will prevail for the afternoon as well. They may seem like they're increasing, and that's not your imagination. As the high slides toward Roanoke, more high clouds will advance, and the rain, not that far away, starts to come in like so. This is 11 o'clock tonight. I may not be a fan of the timing of this front. Like I said, I think it's just some stray showers tonight in the overnight, and most of it will be here by sunrise tomorrow. There's 1:45 in the morning. Yeah, this will probably be a little too fast for my taste based on an ensemble approach of different models I've been looking at. But I do think eventually it'll turn rainy. 7 a.m., I think we're all fair game for showers. And slides in like so. There's midday. It's kind of sloppy. A little bit of a mix in pink in the mountains of North Carolina. You can see that there. That's about 1:45, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So it's a little sloppy with the rain and very, well, just call it mainly gray. Tomorrow night, Friday night, still rainy if you've got Friday night plans. But by Saturday morning, this one's trying to move it out a little quicker. This one's a little faster getting in, and it's a little faster getting out. I think we may have some showers lingering right through about 10 a.m. But there's noontime, and it looks like it's trying to slide to the East Coast, move across parts of the I-95 corridor. So that's Sunday. Sunday looks beautiful. Lots of sunshine and temperatures Sunday. Pleasant, around 70. Here's another look at the future cast. It takes us up to about 33 at 9:30. By midday, many of us are around 42. 42 in the valley by 12 noon today, certainly within reach. It's still chilly. You're going to want the coat, even though the sunshine will be hazy. This model will not discern or pick up the high clouds very well. It's just one of the things it doesn't do well at. All models have their own biases. All models have their own flaws or blind spots. And one of the blind spots this one has is the high clouds. It shows the low clouds maybe near Athens, but it doesn't show much of the way of high clouds for 4 o'clock today, and they will be there. As we head into about, say, 5 o'clock, temperature's about 51. Then we start more clouds tonight. That's my expectation. Then some showers come in, as you can see here, and so it goes. About 1/3 of an inch for many, and maybe close to a 1/2 inch by the time we get to Saturday morning in terms of the rainfall amounts. There's some rain for you about 5 o'clock on Friday, so it will be sloppy for drivers trying to get back home on a Friday afternoon commute. So for today, as we've now hit 6:58, I'm going to finish on time, 51 degrees. That's my expected high. Normal high is 54. Normal high is 57, 57, so we're going to be about 6 degrees below normal this afternoon. High clouds and cooler winds about 5 to 10 plus out of the northeast. Highs in the upper 40s if you're in Oneida, Scott County. If you're in Morgan County with Wartburg, about 50. La Follette, 50, and about 53 for Tellico Plains, Madisonville this afternoon. High temperatures if you're traveling will be around 56 for Atlanta, 59 for Augusta, Georgia, and about 47 for Lexington, Kentucky. Tonight we're down to 36, not as cold, but more clouds advancing. Some stray showers late that will increase by the time the sun begins to rise. Tonight we're down to 28 for Middlesboro, 35 for Morristown and White Pine, and about 35 for Newport, Dandridge, and Jefferson City. About 36 for Athens, McMinn County for low temperature tonight. Kingston about 35. Looking ahead to your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. Today being Leap Day, tomorrow being March 1st. Hey, you get an extra day to the month. That's not bad. 60 goes to 70 Saturday and Sunday, and then we're in the low 70s on Monday, Tuesday, but a little bit cooler with more rain opportunities coming in on Wednesday of next week. I mentioned Super Tuesday, so a lot of folks will be watching weather. Looks like maybe some spots of rain late in the afternoon But if anyone's headed to the polls, they should be fine. Nice and warm, starting off in the mid-40s on Tuesday morning. If you're on the call, just want to say hi to you and thank you for your time. It is now 6:59. It did finish on time. Nancy Douglas Moses saying good morning. She's eating some coffee. And if you're on YouTube, let me know. Steve Stone saying good morning. And Felicia, happy Leap Day. Happy Leap Day to all of you as well. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Oh, I forgot to mention, didn't want to forget. If you are interested in finding out what kind of weather curveballs Mother Nature could throw you this month of March, I would encourage you to join us on Captain Accurate Premium. Only 16 cents. Some of you are like, I got 16 cents in the cushions of my couch. Yeah, probably do. But that's all it is, 16 cents a day, which averages out to $4.99 a month. You can cancel anytime. Would love to have you join us. And if there is another snow event, you'd be the first to see it. I suspect there will be. There'll be some opportunities for some wet snow. And if so, as I've told my premium members, the days are getting longer. Probably won't stick around very long. So if you are a fan of snow, and it does snow, it starts to melt pretty quickly under the higher sun angle and the longer days. So sometimes you have to get out and sled early if it occurs. But again, we're discussing those possibilities each and every day on Captain Accurate Premium. Just go to CaptainAccurate.com for details or hit the subscribe button at the top of my Facebook page. Would love to have you. Also have my winter weather outlook. By the way, I did reveal on Facebook that I predicted 8 to 12 inches of snow for the season. And where are we now? 8.5. 8.5. But some of you reported 9. Some of you reported 10 back in January. Some of you reported 11 or more of inches of snow. So 8 to 12, pretty good, I'd say. I was the highest of anyone in town predicting this kind of winter. And I still think, even though we have 8.5, we still have some room to go. We could potentially add some more. March is one of those wild and woolly months, as we've seen yesterday. We dropped, 11 degrees in 1 hour. It can happen. A lot can happen in the month of March, so I encourage you to join us. I have a 15-minute video explaining what I thought would play out this past winter, and this was posted 2 days before Halloween. You might want to check it out. If you join us on Captain Accurate Premium, that video is at your fingertips. Anyway, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.